Hey guys, it's Starman. I hope you're doing well. I just really just want to bitch and vent a little bit, to be completely honest with you. It is almost 3 o'clock in the morning of May 20th, Thursday. Um, I guess, you know, I want to express disappointment, but it's like, how can you express disappointment when you already kind of got the hints from something, right? And so I've just been circulating with these energies about my spirit, or the spiritual path, a spiritual path, right? I know for me personally, things from my past are coming back. I know a lot of people are talking about, oh, your exes are coming back, your exes are coming back. Well, these are thoughts that you had that you forgot about, right? And so I've been having all these quote unquote exes come back. And so one issue that I don't know if I want to use the word dealing with or holding on to, is the racism in general, right? Being a half black and half white, I was raised in the 90s. I was born in 85, So I grew up right when it was like, oh, this is happening. Black people and white people are still getting together and still having kids, right? And so that's an energy I was raised with. Like, oh, so this is going on. And that is an energy that I have embraced throughout my life, right? And so whenever it deals with racism, I get so fucking frustrated because as someone who's biracial, I have always been assumed to be on one side or the other, depending on who I'm with, right? And it's never been that I'm on one side or the other. I have always been me, growing up, wanting to have open conversation about things and feelings and stuff, and never really experiencing people open enough to engage in a conversation that would uplift spirits, so to speak, right? And so there was a point in my life where I just really didn't even talk about racism, discrimination, because I literally see both sides of a certain story, right? Of a specific story. And so now that I am even older, more wiser, I've had more life experiences, I tell myself, Nicole, you just want the balance within the duality, right? You just want the balance within the duality. And that's not a bad thing, because we all want balance, right? But the thing is, how does one achieve balance? Right? Because here I am, still that biracial person I was whenever I was a kid, still living in America, still living in this world. It's just another year, right? And it just seems that things have literally flipped. Like, now I feel like I'm getting it from everyone. I'm getting it from social media. I'm getting it from people in my life. I'm getting it from just the things that I see, right? And so it's like, oh my God, like, really? It's kind of like, this is what it is. It is about race. It is about separation. It is about all this. Because the one thing that I just want to do is separate myself from separation. I want to have balance within my duality of myself, my inner self, and my outer self, right? But even going through this spiritual awakening and experience, it's like there is no way to find balance or to achieve balance and be in balance all the time, because there's always an ebb and flow. And so, like, even right now, as I'm speaking these words, I am seeing, you know, through like my clear abilities, that the perception of balance is just that, it's a perception, you know, because if what I wanted to be true would be true, it wouldn't be about race. Things wouldn't be about race, but everything is about race. Everything is about competition, and it's kind of sad in some ways. I've realized that I'm not somebody who's in competition with other people, but I am highly competitive with myself. And so when people try to compete with me, I just look at them like, you are not even competition for me, because you're not me. Because I know me, I know my game, I know the bullshit I'm gonna throw. So I am my best competitor, right? Always seems to be a competition with these fucking kids of mine, like they just pick and choose what is going to be a competition. It's like, it's everywhere. Politics is a competition, sports is a competition, everything is a competition. And so when I realized how much competition I was in with myself, like, and going towards like the toxic, because like I'm literally okay being by myself. I could be by myself and be okay. Do I want that? No. And that's where that balance comes in, because I'm somebody who truly values my alone time, but I also very much truly value my family and the people I hold close to me, because in a world of such duality, when you try and find your balance and then you realize you're actually in a trinity, and it's like, oh shit, so there's another thing that has to be balanced within a situation. And it's like, how the fuck do you do that? You just balance yourself, right? So as I am going through these feelings of quote unquote being berated by all this racism, it's nothing new. It's really nothing new. I'm just so used to it that I completely zoned out like the last 20 years of my fucking life. And here it is coming back to me to see how I'm doing and what am I going to do with this energy, because racism is a thing. It's not going away. As much as I don't want it to be a thing, it is a thing, because I'm seeing my children deal with issues that concern racism when I know that they've been raised in an open household. And so it's like, wow, so this just really is life, and it is what it is. And so the only thing that I can do is be myself, be open, and teach my kids to be responsible people. And it just seems like us as human beings are going through this cycle over and over and over and over and over and over again. Because I know I've been going through cycles over and over again, and I want to fucking stop. But it's like, how can you stop a cycle that has been going on for so long before you? How can you? It's kind of hard to think about. How can you, as a single individual person, affect things on a global scale? And unfortunately, it is what it is. It's like at one life at a time. One life at a time. 1 second, 1 day, minute, month, year, lifetime at a time. And that brings us to another moment of duality. And then to a trinity. What are you going to do with this time? Because there's a lot of it. It's not going anywhere fast, and it's not going to end. So what do you want to do, right? I don't know. Ramblings of a mind who took a nap and now is up. Anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go. Much love and ashe, and let's see what this day brings, because energy is always there. It just depends on what you do with it. Much love and ashe.